So people always be saying like, why do I give, or why do I feel the particular way about Shay? You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like we were just discussing in the leeway that I'm willing to give toward her, right? Like I have so much respect for her in all these fields across the boards, and and that's not normal to meet somebody and really respect them across the board that way.
I mean, but your significant other is supposed to be your friend from the jump, anyway.
Right? But it's so so that's a good segue, because most people, I don't think that they friends with their partners,
and that's where the disparity comes.
They're either not friends or more friends than they are lovers.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why when you see some couples, they want to go on girl trips, they want to go on dudes trips, and they want to spend more outside time with outside people than with your significant other, because y'all
you
ain't.
Think that's an issue with that though? That's a good.
Because the friendship base in your relationship is not there, so you using your friendships outside of your relationship to.
Well, I mean that ain't necessarily true just because they went on a guy's trip. But let me give this example, right?
Really?
So you know how we all was, like we all was young, like we all used to go to the clubs and stuff all the time, right?
No, definitely.
So do you remember when Charles used to bring Tiff?
Charles brought Tiff to every outing.
I was furious. Right?
Yes.
Right? Like, come on, man, you ain't got to bring Tiff. We all down to CIAA, you ain't got to bring Tiff. Right? But the realistic thing is, that was dope.
Why he
can't bring Tiff.
Why he can't bring
Tiff. Right, but now when you look back on it, you say, oh yeah, that was kind of dope. Oh yeah, Shay can go with me wherever. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I wasn't there at that particular time, but I'm also there to make money. So there's a couple of different factors that go into mine, right? But to me, for one, I don't like going back to a hotel room by myself. You know what I'm saying? So
I get to cut it.
Right. So I need Shay with me. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? But when I was there for like CIAA, I'm there to make money. I don't know what time I'm coming back, and I don't need nobody like telling me like, yo, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. So that would make the difference. But back to that friendship. Do you guys think that people are creating a friendship after they already have a sexuation?
Nah, because that's a situationship. It's not a friendship. Depending on how y'all interacted off the jump.
Sex first, then friendship?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that the way you think it is, or that's the way you?
That's the way it was.
Okay.
Let's be clear. There's no friendship involved in that because it was the sex first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then now you're trying to build on something because.
Do you think it's possible to smash your friend and still be friends with them?
Yes.
What do you think, Nick?
Because being a friend already, y'all already have a foundation. So it could go either way.
Somebody might get feelings.
Exactly.
You gotta know we just fucking around.
Right. It could go either way. If y'all
that
have
can get very, very.
And it
but
can.
you have to consider that when you add in that sex.
That element. If you add in that element, but the thing is, y'all was already friends. Y'all should always be able to go back friends.
Now, you know we were just fucked up. We just damn.
Exactly.
That's people's excuse for really just smashing the people that they want to already smash.
And I don't think
because
friends,
it don't take me to get fucked up to smash no damn body.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That's just an excuse.
Yeah, I don't think friends should go ahead and smash. If y'all decided to go smash. Then y'all should be in a relationship.
It's some underlying stuff going
absolutely.
on there. So now we're past friends.
We're past friends. It's an attraction. Absolutely.
Well, do you think that you only, when engaging in friendship of the opposite sex, you only engage with the people that you're attracted to?
What?
Not necessarily, because I was friends with Reese before. Like, we were strictly friends. Like,
you guys are married.
I know, but I'm saying when I first met him, that was my friend. We went on trips. No. I met him through another female. Like, I was kind of like his wingman in the club. Like, I kind of did some things with That's my homie. You feel
But
me?
was you attracted to him?
In the beginning, no, like, this my dog.
Were you attracted to him? Is my question.
I feel like that came along the way in that aspect. Like, I was attracted to him.
So when you saw him, you didn't think like, he's attractive.
Can you be friends with the opposite sex that you don't see good qualities in?
Yes, I'm telling. Like, we were
so you friends with Dusties?
No,
I won't be friends with no Dusties.
I met him through somebody that he was messing with, in a sense. You see what I'm saying?
I dig
so
it.
you solely is my friend.
So the girl was your friend? You stole
Yes.
her.
She was a real.
You stole her.
Yes.
Hey, you gotta watch this.
Oh, it's coming out now. It's coming out now.
We're gonna keep it a band. We're gonna keep it a band. They was doing some shit they wasn't supposed to be on, whatever. So she was like, yo, go hang out with me.
Hey, you can't
so we
be
had
the
hung
judge
out and
of
it
what
wasn't
they
nothing. We
supposed
just kicking it. But then she started feeling some type of way on some, oh, y'all kicking it. So I'm like, nah, we just cool. Like, no, for real. Like, I'm really the wingman type stuff. But then eventually, okay, now you thinking this, now I'm finna damn.
The wingman becomes the ding man.
I mean, he did. And it just worked out. I mean, that's why it trickled over into a situationship. And I was like, okay, well, maybe this can be a thing. Right. And I mean, I feel like it worked out eventually because this is my dog. Right. We can go out. Right. And like you said, with Charles and Tiff, I mean, his guys, I would kick it with them, and I would be the only girl, but I would kick it with them as his homies. So they know I'm not on no shit. Like, I would be out with them, but they side bitch, and then go to the barbecue with their girls.
Right.
But he's my dog. It wasn't no type of way. But my friends felt some type of way when he would come with me. But I could party with him. This is my dog. Right. Y'all might end up drunk, falling on that dumb shit. I'm going to take care of y'all. I don't care. I don't want to drive. He going to drive me here. Right. And we have a good time. You going to be in niggas' faces. I don't really want to do that. So I'm here with my dog. So we can be dogs, but just still my... You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, the major thing is just this, like, when you're involving yourself in these relationships and you're involving yourself with these friendships, how you place them or how you decide to deal with them is gonna mean a lot. Sure. You know, it's gonna mean a whole hell of a lot, because as time goes along, that relationship will change. That friendship will change. Like, man, I just be thinking a lot about, like, the different relationships and different friendships that I have with people, right? And you watch them over a period of time, right? And as you change, the relationship or the friendship is gonna change, but it don't have to. Because my perfect example is Trav. Trav, how long we been friends?
Since 96.
Like we legitimately been friends. What was you doing in 96?
I was saying, how old was y'all in 96? Because I was 5.
Oh, yeah, Hey, just know, hey, listen, I'm trying to put us on the spot.
I was 5.
Hey, listen.
Hold on.
Yes, 5? She was 5. Yeah.
In 96.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Hey, listen, from now on, call me Uncle Rob.
Oh,
no. But when you're friends with somebody and you've been friends with somebody for a long period of time, you get to see their transition. Mm-hmm. Like, he knew me when I was just becoming a father to now being a full-fledged father. You know what I'm saying? And having a family and having responsibilities and, you know, like, engaging in things that we would probably be like laughing and joking people for before, you know?
Let me tell y'all a funny story. Let me tell y'all me and Farah became friends. and not to say I'm no hero.
No, man.
Or anything.
No, man. Hey, listen. If somebody gives you the introduction, that means they about to tell a little bit of a lie. So go ahead.
With all due respect.
Yeah.
I saw Robin E. Smith getting harassed by these Merc boys.
Listen, Trav's not telling the truth.
And to make a long story short, if you know Smith, E. Smith, I took Rob to the square of E. Smith and said, ain't nobody messing with Rob today.
Hey, Travis plays a lot.
And since that day, we was best friends because the Merc boys was on his ass.
Not on his head.
They was on his ass.
Listen. So I grew up on a Merc. I moved away. And I came back. When I came back, I'm at school with everybody now. But now I'm with and it wasn't even a lot of people at the time because Trav and them just transferred to my school, right? So I was solo dolo, just me and Travis, the other Travis, right? Me, Travis, and Damon, right? So Travis and them come from another school because they started redistricting things. So as they redistrict things, he was being a jock. Like he was a good football player, right? So he was a jock. That's all he was into, jock and and being fresh. And why not be cool with the freshest dude that's there? Like I was fresh, so we became friends, right? So the story that he's actually talking about was he actually created a fight, and the fight wasn't even on my end. It was actually on a younger gentleman by the name of Sheldon. It was Sheldon's fight. It was Sheldon's fight, and Sheldon was my right hand man at the time, and they was harassing Sheldon, because honestly, in high school, nobody really harassed me. They just knew I was gonna get busy, and so they didn't want him. So anytime they would put something on Sheldon head, it was like we got to get Rob because we know he's gonna be the guy that gonna do something. And so that's what we developed. Like I met Charles, I met Dre, Sean, Kevin. I already knew White Boy John before that, but then we created a relationship, and then we created a team, and then we went forward, so.
And I feel like those are
so hold on. Let's establish that, because you ain't say where it originated from. The Rose Hill Boys. The Rose Hill Boys originated from me and who again? Who you meted? Who was introduced first? Who you linked up with first to introduce you to everybody else? Let's get that established.
Keisha. You remember that? Hey, listen. I
digress.
But I just say, I just say that about friendships and relationships because, man, if you don't have solid friendships out here, man, you've really lost.
That's true. And I feel like those friends that go with you, like you say y'all started from school to get to adulthood, like if we can make it through these different seasons in my life, that's a true friend. I got 2 girls that been with me since they met me in the 8th grade. They were a little bit older. They still my friends to this day. One of us, we fell out, we got in a fist fight, but she was the first person I seen when I walked into my wedding. She walked my daughter down the aisle at my wedding. I hadn't seen her for years.
But not only that,
friend,
people don't know. People don't know you got to give up more than yourself to be in any relationship.
Oh, you got to, for sure.
Your friendship, you know what I'm saying? Like, coming into that, it's not about you. It's about the cause. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes the cause mean more than what you got going on. Sometimes you feel like you can't make this, or sometimes you feel like you don't want to do this, but you got to do it for the cause.
True.
You got to make it for the cause.
But I feel like you take that into consideration once we get to a certain level of friendship.
Nah, but that's
and we ain't quite
only
there yet. I feel like I'm still going to have a little bit of selfishness because I'm looking at what
if you already calling them a friend.
Yeah.
Then it's already supposed to be able.
Yeah.
You're supposed to already be thinking that.
True.
Well, let me ask both of y'all this. Do y'all just think that nowadays people don't value friends?
And that's what
Very
I think.
true.
It's loosely.
It's used way too loose.
Yeah,
That's why I feel like you got a
way
friend
too
and a
loosely.
friend.
Yeah, but I don't even want them to be that close to anybody to mix them up.
Not only that, in a friend, right? You get a friend, then you get this circle of friends, and then it gets discombobulated because people is selfish. We are in a selfish world full of takers. So nobody don't
Shout
want
out to
you
risk takers.
Nobody don't want you to bleed over or pour into somebody else as you pour into them. You know what I'm saying? So that other friend, if you loving on them, people gonna be mad at you in a circle of friends. How you doing up next person?
How you treating up? Yeah, like
exactly.
So
and that's not right.
So for me, it's a lot of times as you building one friendship, you are destroying another friendship.
That's a fact.
Because whatever you're doing, you're taking time. When you start talking about building friendships and relationships, you are taking time and you're taking effort to do something with a person that you don't normally do that with. And that takes from the people who you normally do that with. You know, like just think about when you was younger and when you got a new friend and you and that new friend will hop in the car and go to the club and the old friend that used to ride with you is like, where y'all at? And you like, girl, we at the club already. And then they like, well, I thought we was all riding together. You like, nah, such did this and we already there. Just know at that particular point that you might as well sever them ties because that's going to start.
Your friend such and such,
and
your homie such and such.
And friends create jealousy amongst other friends.
But I feel like when it comes to that point, I should be able to say, hey, I feel like you've been giving Shorty a little bit more attention. I don't know what's up. You feeling some type of way? You feeling like you can't do this for me?
But we already know.
And if we can't get past that, then you're not a real friend.
But we already know people don't live in ain't truth.
Yeah.
That's
you know what I'm saying? So that's the biggest thing.
People don't keep it solid. Like, you know, like, and that's what I expect out of a friend. Like, I just expect them to keep it solid. I don't need no yes men around me. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't need nobody who acts like, oh yeah, Rob, you this, you that, you know, blah, blah, blah. You know, like if I'm not fresh, don't tell me I'm fresh. You know, like, because I might carry that on into being outside and everybody's laughing at me.
Because what you giving?
I don't want that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I want people to keep it a band with me and don't let me walk around all day with a boogie in my nose. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell me, like, yo, you got a booger in your nose, bro. You know? And, you know, like, we correct that. But most people, they want you to walk around with that boogie in your nose. They want you to be discredited. They want you to be discredited based upon that. So I just don't, like, I look at friends and relationship way different than what I used to. When I was young, I put my heart into these relationships, friendships, risk my life. Like, that's not a meme or a fake, like, risk my life. Been in shootouts. Been shot at. Behind friends. Knowing what I know now, I would have took my ass home. Like, I mean, some of it created great relationships, but then some of them just created tag-alongs. And now our whole life is me saving you.
But the thing is, you got to get to that point to understand who that person is. If you never got to that point where that shootout began, you wouldn't have never knew who that person was.
I never was watching, like, because when we're younger, you don't even pay that much attention to it.
But I mean, you go through to get through though.
Right? Shout out to my childhood friends. Chop, what's good, man? Jafari. Skip. You know, like, these are my childhood friends. Duran. Vernon. Vic. You know, like, I mean, the Travis Thompson. Like, these are my man Junior that's still doing life in prison. Like, these
shout
are
out
my
to Shy.
Yeah, shout out to Shy. Like Shy, even, like, these are my childhood friends, right? So when we start talking about friendships, relationships, and, you know, like, in different things like that, all I think of is the people who were always willing to stand with me, and the people who was with me but damn near wanted me to fall. And if you look closely, you see who those people are. You know what I'm saying? They could be right in the midst of you. And that's why your mother would always tell you everybody ain't your damn friend. You know? And she would go hard with that, and you couldn't, like me, I would be in an argument with my mom behind it.
But is that subjective though?
No, your mother, no.
Hold on.
Your mother saw that.
No. What I'm saying is,
You disrespecting my mom?
No. I'm not Miss Nadine. You know I love you.
Hey,
hold on.
Hey.
But what I'm saying is, Miss Nadine, I love you. What I'm saying is, because they ride with you, that mean y'all on good terms. When they disagree with you, that mean they not your true friends?
No,
I feel like the true friends, you can disagree and agree. Like, Rob, you tripping, you bugging, get your
either way, whether they ride with you or disagree with you, you know who's who.
I'm fine
because
with
they could be on both spectrums.
I'm fine with it. You know, like, I'm fine with the disagreement amongst friends. It's where it goes after that tells me whether you're my friend or not.
So in closing, do you feel like a real friend, you may think you're real, like some people may think they're real friends or they're grown-up friends, but do you feel like a real friend are those friends that's been with you through the different phases of your life, when you was down, you was up, that keep you on your ass? You feel like those are your real friends?
My
or the
real
friends
friends
you
been
meet?
in my house.
Okay.
My real friends are allotted to be able to see my children. My real friends don't forget my children's names.
So you gonna say we ride together, we die together, bad boys.
I'm gonna say this
Gang.
to Gavin. I'm the favorite uncle. I'm the favorite uncle to Gavin.
Yeah.
And period.
Yeah, I mean, I think about it like this across the board, right? If you have the opportunity to build good friendships with people, take the time out to build, because I got some friends that, like that I went to college with, that they are phenomenal friends. And they didn't have to come to my house. You know what I'm saying? I just know what it is. Automatically, we share a period in life that could never change. Mm-hmm. As long as they don't mess that up. No, to me, it'll last forever. Mm-hmm. When I reflect on that time will last forever. That, like that college time is gonna last forever. I made a lot of money, I did a bunch of different stuff, and it just stayed.
Mm-hmm.
But is that a friend or is that a associate?
No, those are my
Or a
friends.
seasonal friend.
Those,
Is that seasonal? Like
That was your college season friend.
Exactly.
I mean, not if they come back in the room and we the exact same way.
That's
I
true.
love that type of friend.
We can
But
pick up
I don't
where we
gotta
left
talk.
off.
Like Travis, how long do me and you go sometimes when you would be in different states and we didn't talk?
But this is the thing with growth, you expecting somebody to be the exact same way at 20,
No.
22?
No.
When you was in college?
No.
When you was in college?
I'm expecting them to vibe the same.
But that's what
I'm not
saying.
expecting them to be the same.
But
like
that's
whatever
what
your
I'm getting
vibe
at. That's
is.
what I'm getting at.
So whatever the vibe is.
Because at that time, that means y'all just on the same wavelength. You know what I'm saying? No matter where y'all were, y'all still at a point to where y'all can still relate.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Shout out to Mike King. That's one of my friends.
Shout out to Mike King.
Yeah, and I say that because Mike King didn't grow up in Fayetteville. He moved to Fayetteville for college because I think he had a football scholarship. Me and him became friends, and this is in '98, and we still friends now. Speed dial friends. If he needs something, he calls me immediately. If I need something, I call him immediately. So shout out to Fayetteville State. Shout out to Mike King and Todd Bennett. You know what I'm saying? Those are my people over there.
And if y'all never been to Charleston, go to Charleston because Charleston is super dope.
Yeah.
Super dope.
But in closing, like Nick said, man, building friendships is difficult.
And have discernment when you build.
Right. Maintaining friendships is difficult. And you don't have to stay friends with people. You just don't have to. You don't owe them nothing. They don't owe you nothing. Y'all can part ways and it don't even have to be beef. You don't have to stay friends with people. You can stay on cordial terms with them, but you don't got to stay friends, because you expect something from a friend. It's not one friend that I don't expect something from.
They don't make you a user.
No, Nick, you a little over the edge with yours.
Big facts.
And when I say you expect something, I'm stating, I just expect for you to keep it a band with me.
Yeah.
I don't expect for you to come pick me up. Your car situation might not be my car situation.
I mean, I don't expect that, but I know you're dependable. I use that as an example. I know you're
Man,
dependable.
my dogs
if I
probably ain't
need
even
you.
up. They probably ain't even up at that time, So if they leave me stranded, I ain't mad.
True.
Because you know who better come get me?
Shay.
Better come get me. And at that point,
It's a lot riding on you, Shay, tonight. We done said your name about 20 times, Shay.
Shout out to Shay.
Shout out to Shay.
Okay.
shout out to Shay. Shout out to Shay. Yeah, man. Hey, but look, all right, all jokes aside, man, once again, I would like to say, with all due respect, is going to be one of the best podcasts that you will ever be able to listen to or be able to lay your eyes on. Thank you so much to Vic for giving me the inspiration to be able to do it. And thank you to Trav, and thank you to Nick for supporting it and standing behind me or standing with me, because I'm actually good friends with both of y'all. And it's weird that I'm friends with a girl, because I don't really have girlfriends like that, because Shay doesn't allow it. And Trav, me and you been friends. Shay said, don't be shaky. So with that being said, man, with all due respect, thank y'all for tapping in, and we'll see y'all next week. Gang, gang.
Peace.